We're here with a woman who no longer needs an introduction because every time we see you, you're just adding more and more and more stuff to your resume. Congratulations, Priyanka. Welcome to AVS.
Thank you very much. It's always lovely to be here.
Today, it's all about your big Hollywood debut feature film, Baywatch.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It's really fun.
You've seen the movie.
I've seen the movie. I absolutely loved it. But I want to say, you got a lot of offers before you took this film. What was it about this film that, made you say, this is what I want to be my first film?
Well, I didn't want to play the conventional parts that get offered to female actors, especially Indian female actors in America. And there was a lot of that was coming to me, which was, despite of the fact that I'd done Quantico actually, during that whole time, there was a lot of like, exotic girlfriend or the pretty girl who's ethnic. So I wanted to do something which was completely different and completely unexpected for someone like me to do. And Quantico was a big decision like that too.
She needs medical attention.
If one of us goes without the others,
We still don't know who to trust.
Okay, there's a bunker downstairs with medical supplies. We go there, we stick together. It's our best chance against these terrorists. Who's in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Good, because I'm tired of playing nice. Let's go.
This character, Victoria, was written for a man initially. It was supposed to be called Victor Leeds, and they were thinking of casting this big Hollywood actor, which I can't obviously talk about. But I was being spoken to for another part in the movie. But when they flipped it, they brought it up to me, saying that what do you think about it? And me and Seth, the director, we had a conversation on Skype, and he just loved what all I brought to the table with the character, and I ended up, that's what I felt was cool, that I play a villain, I take on Dwayne, Zach, and this crew of gorgeous people, and who gets to say that and still be alive and to tell the story, I took on The Rock and I'm still alive.
You are, and it was so refreshing to see you as the vamp, the chudel, as they say in our Hindi films. What was that like for you? Did you have fun playing that evilness? Because you were bad.
Yeah. But I've always had fun playing villain characters, or evil characters, I guess. And most actors, any actor you will talk to, will tell you exactly the same thing, that it's so much more fun playing, a negative character, because you can think of things which are not normal and do them, and they are still considered like really cool. Like when I did Aetraz, I played a negative character in that movie years ago, but you pop because it's so different, and I enjoy that very much.
I don't mean to interrupt, but everyone on the beach is talking about you guys. Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to invite all of you
To the Huntley. Look, I know that the club's kind of fancy and probably not your scene, but you have a standing invitation.
Thank you.
I want to talk about your relationship with Dwayne and Zach, because The Rock has really been a huge kind of supporter of yours. What was it like with these guys on set? I mean, I saw the outtakes.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, people think because Baywatch is such a funny movie, it was really fun to make. It was actually really difficult to make. Miami Heat is, it's not a joke. To stand in the sun for 15 hours every day for 4 months, and I didn't have to touch the water. These guys had to swim in the ocean, and it was a very difficult movie to make. But on set, everyone got along so well that it was a lot of fun. And Dwayne was also a producer on the film, so it's really, he always encouraged everyone and engulfed everyone, and it was very sweet.
Drugs, murder, dead body on our beach, and it all started once she took over.
Some people are up to no good.
We're gonna have to do what Baywatch does best. The truth is, one of you will probably die.
Yeah. What? No.
And it's nothing like the TV show. It is completely off kilter. The stunts were amazing. I really kudos to you for getting this as your first film. I think it was phenomenal.
I'm so glad. I'm really, really glad, because it's a commercial picture. कैसे बोलते हैं हम लोग? Commercial picture. आराम से देखो.
आराम से देखो.
It's a
Popcorn
funny
खाओ,
movie.
Laugh
Don't
out
overthink
loud.
it.
Yep.
And that's what this movie is. And I'm just really glad that that's what my first sort of feature venture into America was. Because, that's the kind of entertainment I like to watch.
Yeah.
Not saying that I don't want to do, I'd love to do indie movies or films where I get to do other things, which also I am doing now. But I'm just glad it started with Baywatch, because I was a fan when I was growing, even in school. My mom used to love Baywatch. And in India, do you remember any boy at that time in the 90s who did not have a poster of Pamela Anderson?
Exactly.
Like, I don't remember even one boy who didn't.
Well, now they have posters of Priyanka now. That's the new thing that I hear.
Well, that's okay, but it still won't be like Pammy, you know?
Leon, teach him some manners. Have fun, boys.
You going night-night, bitch. Yeah, undercover. Yeah, a little too undercover.
You think I'm a drug dealer? Honey, look at me.
Oh, don't even start.
Easy, Brittany.
I want to switch over and talk about fashion. Met Gala, I mean, getting there in one piece, what was that like for you? How was that exposure for you?
I was supposed to go last year and then I didn't end up going because it was just too soon and too, like, my point is, you don't go to the Met Gala to just wear a dress. If you go to the Met Gala, you gotta have a point of view. Otherwise, and that can be bad or good, but the Met Gala is an event for fashion designers to push the envelope and try something completely nuts, especially with a theme like Comme des Garçons. So I really wanted to make sure that it was a moment and it was a point of view that I had with the designer. And that's exactly what happened. It could have gone totally wrong too.
Quantico.
Yes.
Renewed for its third season. You've won twice Best Actress People's Choice Awards. Did you envision that it was going to become such a huge hit? And how do you feel about the fact that you have all these fans now who are just so rooting for Alex Parrish?
I'm so glad. The show has got such an amazing reception around the world, actually. We're in almost 62 countries around the world within our first season, and that doesn't really happen to a lot of TV shows. So it felt really great. You know, look, I'm an artist. I'll go wherever my work takes me. I think entertainment goes beyond borders, and I'm really glad that I've been able to do that with a show that I really love. I'm so happy he's coming back for his third season. I'm really happy we're doing only 13 episodes because now I can do films as well. So that's great. Everything is like a really great problem.
It was only an hour ago that an explosion rocked the entire city.
We got a tip right before the explosion that it was an inside job by one of our own agents.
That's crazy.
How well do you know these people?
Wait, are you telling me you think one of these people is a terrorist?
And you know, your production, I want to talk about that. We actually just caught up with your mom. She was in town for the New York Indian Film Festival. There was a whole Priyanka Produces segment at the festival. Congrats on Ventilator, winning the national award.
Three
national awards. Amazing, amazing journey that you've had so far with these films you're producing. What is it that's attracting you to regional cinema, and why are you so gung-ho as a Hindi film actress to get regional cinema out there?
Because no one else is doing it. Like, there's so many amazing, and not just because of that. My production house focuses on new talent. That's important to me. But that just so happens to be regional right now. It's not like I won't do Hindi or it's not like I won't do English. But all my directors are new. I like new actors. I like new writers. I just like new talent. I didn't have anyone opening doors for me when I joined the movie business, to be honest. I had to sort of work for it myself. And I want my production house to be that place where, you know, talent from a small town in India who think that, you know, they have it in them can reach out to us, and if we believe, we'll do it. And which is why all the films, like this year I have 6 films coming out, and all my directors are new, first-time directors. I'm nervous and excited too, but the idea is that content is king. I love stories, I love good stories, and I, much to the disdain of my business-minded mother, who's my partner, I don't let anything move until I'm creatively happy. And she's like, it won't make money! Commercial picture banao. And I'm like, good stories make money. And you know, Ventilator being case in point example of that.
गणपती महत्वाचा का माणूस म्हणून गौरी गणपती असेपर्यंत आपण त्यांना व्हेंटिलेटरवर ठेवायचं.
माझा गणपती अनंत चतुर्दशीपर्यंत असतो. मी काय गौरीला विसर्जन करू?
समोरच्या हॉस्पिटलमध्ये मी बोलून ठेवलंय बाबांना तिकडे शिफ्ट करा.
असं शिफ्ट कसं करणार? व्हेंटिलेटर येतो, ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर नाहीये. एक सेकंड जरी काढला तर प्राण जाऊ शकतो.
5 मिनिट दम धरू शकत नसेल तर मराठी माणूस कसला? हा?
And your mom actually told me that you read every single one of these scripts that comes your way.
Absolutely. Nothing gets greenlit without me reading these scripts. My only criteria with my mom is, so my mom and I are partners, right? So she handles business, I handle creatives. Nothing moves, including the font on a poster, without me seeing it creatively. and she can take whatever business decisions she wants. So we are very clear. She doesn't come into my territory, I don't go into hers.
ਇਹ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਅਸੂਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ ਉਹਦਾ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਜਨਮ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਚੰਗਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮਾੜਾ
Your trailer just launched at Cannes for your new project, right? Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Pahuna is a very special movie. It's a Sikkimese movie. Sikkim doesn't have a film industry. This is the first film in the language of Sikkimese that we are launching. We're basically trying to launch a film industry there in the state. The Northeast has had a very rough relationship with India, you know. There's not been a lot of support in general to the Northeast, and to me it's always been, I guess it got really important to me after I did Marycom and I spent so much time in the Northeast, and I saw that there's so much incredible talent and potential there, and they just need a little bit of a push.
Zimbabwe, you were just there. I saw that video of the dance between you and the kids. Talk about why you were there for UNICEF.
Well, I've been UNICEF's Goodwill Ambassador now for almost 15 years, and 10 years officially as their national ambassador in India. And this was my first international trip in Africa, and it was especially hard because we were talking about sexual violence against children under 18. It wasn't just empowerment of girls or education, or we are talking about really young girls being violated by their family members, their cousins, their teachers. And that was really difficult. It was a really, really hard trip because of that. And I think my job as an ambassador is to talk about, you know, people and places that have been forgotten, and use you as, you know, the mouthpiece to have people say that, all right, you know, we live in such privileged societies, हमारे पास इतना सब कुछ है, कितना कुछ दिया है भगवान ने, चाहे वो अफ्रीका हो या इंडिया हो, you know, you have to remember we have so much. It's important to sort of give back, and that doesn't only mean money. It can mean time, it can mean compassion, any of it.
I want to end today by asking you, and I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, because your fans, I'm sure, are wondering, what's up with Hindi cinema, Bollywood? Are you working on anything back home?
Yes, I have been for a while. I'm in the process of developing 2 films at the moment. I've shortlisted a couple of them as well with a few filmmakers that I really enjoy working with. But my schedule is a little crazy right now. I'm trying to figure out when season 3 starts. I'm in talks for a film here, I'm in talks for a film there. So I just have to figure out when I'm going to do what. That's all I'm waiting for. But I definitely will do a Hindi film. I've already shortlisted the Hindi film I want to do. I've kind of shortlisted the film I want to do here as well. It's just about scheduling.